In this video we've been doing the moringa tree bed.
We've been preparing that area for about 7 months now. No, it's not 7 months. It seems like 7 months, but it's a couple of weeks. We've had some of the hottest weather on record for this time of the year, which means that we've been stuck pretty much working only in the mornings. I'm still not finished. We've still got to do the last layer of compost, and I've got to drag that up from somewhere else, and then we'll be ready to plant the moringa trees. Hi, I'm Mark.
Hi, I'm Laurie, and welcome to Valley View Retreat, our beautiful home here in the Sierra de las Nieves mountains.
We've been living in our modified geodesic dome for the last 17 years, and we live completely off-grid. Our channel is about our day-to-day experiences of living off-grid in this remarkably rural location.
Hi, so originally this area was cleared between November 2001 and February 2002. It was originally cleared for a wooden cabin, 5 by 5 metre, but that never happened. And so we cleared this area and put a shed up here. Okay, and then about 10 years later we had this area here cleared out to store this wood here. Now this wood we got to build the 2 sheds down at the bottom, and this is the excess wood that we had left, and so this is what we're now clearing out. We've been clearing out this area for about a week now. We've been doing only in the morning because it is getting so hot now, or it is so hot now in the day. It's just too hot to work. So as you can see, we're in shade, and that's the perfect time to work.
This is the amount of soil that we've had to remove in order to get this place back to level. As Laurie says, this area, flattened area, has been here for 20 years. And because of that, we get rockfall when it rains or whatever. So there was a lot of spoil that came down, and you can actually see that the wood was completely buried on one side. Yeah. And we're having to dig it out. These timber panels, have to dig them out one by one in order to get them out. And that's all the stuff that came out of the old shed. So a lot of work.
Yeah, a lot of clearing up to do. Okay, now we've got to clear this area, which is about 2 or 3 cubic meters. The total size of the nursery will be about 14 by 16 meters. Each of the moringa beds will be 1 by 2 meters. That's the perfect size for harvesting leaves.
As we're clearing the wooden pallets, you can see we're coming across these. And you can see that these are almond nuts that have been gnawed at the end, and this is what the rats do. They collect huge mounds of them during the night, and then during the day they sit there and open them up and eat them. So that's the first thing we find, and the other thing we find are these. Yeah. And we've got to be quite careful with these. So these are, they call paper wasp nests, and those guys really don't like you disturbing their nests. These are old ones, and they're the wasps with the dangly legs, and they can give you a nasty sting, repeated stings even. Yeah. So moving on. after 3 days of some of the highest temperatures ever recorded for May in this area, we end up with this. Isn't this just glorious? It's beautifully cool today.
Sorry, I was just watering my succulents.
Sash. Come on, Sash.
Come on. Woohoo!
Good girl. What's going on? What's going on? Hey, Sashi. Hey, Sashi. Ready, steady. Ready, steady. Go. Go. Come on! There we go. 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 Yes, it's still the same sister you had yesterday. Come on, last one. Last one. So after more than a week of wheelbarrowing, well, a week of mornings, we've gotten this area at least level. You can see that it's higher than the original area, which is fine because that will help with the drainage. This here is all spoil from the rock behind, and therefore it would have absolutely no nutritional value. So we'll have to put in raised beds in order to grow the moringas. And what we know is that moringa have a very, very long taproot. They like to get very, very deep. That's one of the things that makes them drought resistant. So before we actually put in the raised beds, I'm going to pickaxe this down to about 50 centimeters to make sure that that's nice and loose underneath. And then we put the raised beds on top, and it'll give those roots somewhere to go for moisture, but the nutrition will all be in the actual bed itself. So here's the first bed, again made out of bits of the old shed, and all that remains now is to fill it, and for that we're going to need to mix up the special mix. and we'll have a look at that a bit later on. But all in all, that's the first bed done. Whew, it's Saturday, I think it's the 22nd of May, and we're due rain tomorrow. So I'm going to try and put some water into this smaller tank, which is the one that direct feeds the dome, and I'm going to take that water from the back of the tiny house so that that tank up there is empty, and if we do get some rain it can fill that one. Normally I'd be doing this from the big 3,000 litre tank down at the dome that comes off the roof of the cabin, but it sprung a leak about 6 months ago or so, and I've tried to repair it 3 times, and each time it holds water for a couple of days and then it seeps back out again. So I think that the resin, which I bought in one of the local ferreteries during lockdown, was the hardener is just out of date, just not working properly. So I'm gonna have to take the patch that I did off, not the patch, it's a huge sheet, but I'm gonna have to try and grind that off and get some more up-to-date resin and redo that tank. So in the meantime we're dependent on the one behind the tiny house to do its job. So that's what I'm going to be doing this morning. So I've emptied the tank behind the tiny house into this one, and it's pulled this one up to about 2/3 full, and we should get, well, I don't know, a month, maybe a bit more out of this. It's 2,000 litres when it's full, so I reckon there's maybe 1,500 in it. And we're usually very conservative during the summer, so this hopefully will take us into July, and maybe we'll get some rain tomorrow. Wouldn't that be wonderful? We'll fill the tank up again. Great.